everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday and I am back today. I'm back off my trip, guys. My body is here, but my mind is still at the beach. So just let me say that off the top. But I hope everybody is doing well. Thanks again for all the beautiful, warm, special birthday wishes, the blessings, the prayers. I appreciate all of you all who followed me just to send a shout out to me. It means the world to me. I had a great time, guys. I had an amazing 4 days at the beach, and I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. And someone shouted out on my video in one of the comments because their birthday is in the same month, and we were talking about our sign as Aquarius, and we like water. We love water. That is our happy place, and you were absolutely right. If I could retire today near water, trust me, that's what I would do. But I wanted to come back in today and just leave another video. It's the weekend. I try to get a video up to you guys every weekend, and today is no different. So I am now finally calming down and getting myself back in the mode. So I wanted to come back. I had a beautiful celebration, guys. I did a sunrise ritual that I have been doing, and this year I wanted to do it at the beach, at the water. So I did. The video wasn't a lot in the video because I really was present in my birthday celebration. So you saw a lot of things where I actually didn't have the camera. It was my phone. That was because I was leaving the camera behind so that I could just have a great time. On Sunday, it was just a little clip. We thought it was gonna rain on Sunday. It didn't rain, but it rained later that night. And so I was able to get out and still enjoy the beach on that Sunday. And I think I brought you a little clip of me by the water and then a few pictures, and that was the end of the video. That's because I wanted to take that day and enjoy the beach and just be there with my grandchildren and things like that. So even though the video wasn't a lot of, it wasn't a lot in there, a lot of meat, but I wanted to just kind of give you a snapshot of where I was, what I was doing, and give you an idea of how much fun I had. So I had a great time. I was able to bring back the beach with me. A lot of the video you saw where the wind was so loud you couldn't hear me, and I tried to put a little clip onto the side to let you know what I was saying. I brought the beach back with me, guys. So I bought this jar at one of the souvenir shops there in the Gulf Shores, and I went to the beach and I actually got the sand off the beach. They sold these in the store, but I wanted to collect my own. So I went and I got me some sand, and I collected these shells around the shoreline, and I brought my own little beach memorabilia, my little souvenir back home with me, so that when I look at it, it'll remind me of how I spent my birthday. So it was very special. So having this was very special to me. I got some great gifts. My grandchildren, my two granddaughters, they made this beautiful bracelet for me. It says G Mom. Can y'all see that? And I think it's so cute. They made that for me. My daughter gave me some pink Himalaya bath salts. Can't wait to use those. And this is really what I wanted to show you guys. She found this at a store, and it says focus on the good. And it's a box of, I guess, it's what I do. It's inspiration and motivation, and has these cards in there. And let's see if y'all can see that. And this one says, happiness looks gorgeous on you. And then on the back of it, it said, I am most proud of my, and then you write what you're proud of. So you could do this multiple days. You could just use one day and write what you're proud of, what you're happy about. Another one says, I am becoming the best version of myself. And then on the back it said, I am most proud of my, and it's just thoughts where you write on the back. So that's it. This was cute. It kind of, goes along with what I try to promote in my life and on this channel. So that was very thoughtful. This is a very thoughtful, thought out birthday gift. So I was very happy to receive that. And then I bought myself some gifts. I love wearing boots, but I didn't have any cowboy boots. So Cheryl, when we go horseback riding again, I'll be ready, girl. So I found these boots. These, I love Belk. So for my thrifty shopping people, I don't know if these are still available, but I got these, a black pair and a bone color pair. These boots were $23 each, guys. So this was my birthday gift for myself. Got it on a special, guys. So they're very cute. And yeah, so those are the gifts I got myself, and then my trip. So this video today basically is about living the life you want on any budget. Oftentimes I think we watch these videos and we see these dream lives of people and be like, man, I wish I could live like that. Man, I wish I had the money to be able to travel like a lot of these people. And a lot of these people do have money, and a lot of these influencers get a lot of money. They make a lot of money on YouTube, and they can travel, and then you got people that sponsor them to come to these different hotels and these countries to promote it, so they get these free trips. So it looks unattainable. It looks like, you know, how could I ever do this, because, you know, I don't have that kind of money. And my thing is, I'm not waiting to live my life. I'm not waiting to live my life. So you can create the life you want in any situation, in any budget that you have. You just have to plan it. And that's the thing I think that a lot of us hate. We hate planning our lives. We hate planning. I'm not saying we hate planning our lives. We hate planning the budget that we need to be able to enjoy life to the fullest in the way that we can. Your life doesn't have to look like anybody else's, you know, the way that you enjoy life. What we show you here, what I show you here, is how I do it and how I make life comfortable and happy for me in my situation, because we all have different situations. We all have different financial levels. We all have different debt levels and responsibilities and priorities. So therefore, we all can't do that. I used to get in my feelings because there used to be a time when I would share with people I know about heart struggles I have, and they would compare themselves to me, and they would say, girl, I know, you know, I'm going through this too. And then I would look at them and their lives and be like, how you compare yourself to me? Because you got two incomes versus my one. But I don't do that anymore. But the reason why I'm making this video, in case other people are looking at me and saying the same thing and saying, I have 2 children, I have 3 children, I have whatever, and they may feel like that you're by yourself now. So for you people, you ladies who feel that way, this is not about telling you to do what I do. It's to encourage you to think about how you can create the life you want. And I'm gonna tell you guys, that trip for me was not very expensive. You know, oftentimes people think you're gotta be shoving out dollars and things like that. Now, if you're trying to stay at the best 5-star resort or hotel, then, you know, of course you're gonna have to spend some money. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I stayed there. That was the Hilton Garden Inn. It's in Orange Beach, Alabama, in the Gulf. And for that 4 days I stayed there, I paid around $350. And it's about deciding what's important to you and putting the money to the side. You know, if you're putting $20, $30 aside each pay period, till you can save up for that trip that you want to take, so that you can have the relaxation. I did not spend very much money while I was there at all, because the things that we created was on the beach. We did everything basically on the beach. I did a short little clip of us riding through that beautiful city, and, you know, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach kind of interconnect with each other. They're actually together, and they're probably, you know, driving that boulevard, Beach Boulevard, you run from one end, you're in Gulf Shores, and the other end you're in Orange Beach. So it's beautiful, it's very scenic, and they have a lot of little things to do, a lot of little shops, little souvenir shops, a plethora of restaurants from everything that you will ever want to eat. If you love seafood, that is the place to go. And we went to this place called The Wharf. I took the girls there so they could get ice cream. They have a Ferris wheel there. They have a big amphitheater, a big movie theater, IMAX theater there. A lot of shops from high end to low end. There's a lot of entertainment there. So there was a lot of things that was happening. There was a light show there that night. They do fireworks there. They do music that are free, where you could just walk around and enjoy the music. So creating the life you want does not have to come with a high price tag. It just comes with making plans and researching the things that you enjoy. And I always start with budget. I always start with things that are affordable, because if I could get something for free, why do I have to pay for it? And laying on the beach doesn't cost anything. You can pack your own lunch and a blanket or some chairs, an umbrella, and have a great time. If you love simplicity, being able to sit and hear the water and see the waves and catch beautiful sunrises and beautiful sunsets. So I want to encourage you all to decide what it is that you enjoy about life. And oftentimes I hear people say, I'm going to wait till I retire. You don't know if you'll get to retirement. You don't know if your life is going to last that long. So why not start living the life you want now? And if you're not able to travel out of town, what is it going on in the city that you live? Where places in your city that you can find relaxation and peace and entertainment, or just the comfort of being quiet and just being in the moment? The sun is always coming through when I'm doing my videos and messing up my lighting. What is it in your city where you can find that type of environment where you can go to a concert in the park and listen to music? You know, I am working very hard to get to a point of retirement because I want to be able to do what I do full time. But I can't wait till retirement to start doing that. So I take little small opportunities to catch a piece here and there and incorporate that in the life I have now. You know, I still have to work a job every day. 5 days a week, I'm at somebody's job. And it's easy for people to come on here and say, quit your job and travel around the world. When you have responsibilities, that's not possible. You have to be realistically honest with people and tell them that it does take planning, and that you can't just drop everything you own and the bills you have and just say, hey, I'm going to pack up and move out of the country, or pack up and move to Florida or to California, or wherever these places are that you want to live or you desire to be in your retirement. That's not realistic to tell people. If you're going to suggest those things, you need to give people ideas of how that can be, because a lot of times people who are doing these things may not have high cost. They may have very low cost living, or some people just abandon, you know, their responsibilities, and that's not everybody's life. So I'm here to share with you realistically how that can be done. And you know, you have to decide what it is that you can give yourself right now so you can do those bigger things that you want to do. And that it's not always easy to just throw caution to the wind and jump a plane. You know, a lot of times people who are able to fly here and there, they have ways to be able to do that. It may not be costing them anything to fly. You know, plane tickets are not cheap. I have flown a lot, and they're not cheap. And just because you are not able to do those things that you see a lot of these social media influencers do, does not mean you cannot create that life in the space that you're in your own backyard. I am creating a little bistro in my backyard. I have all this cute little bistro, 2 tables and 2 chairs and a table. They're very colorful. The one I have out there now is like a teal green, a lime green, or something like this. Not lime, it's more like a teal. And then I want to get an orange one. And then I got these bulb lights from Walmart, and I'm gonna let you guys see it when I get it all set up. They're round about like this, and they're very colorful, like orange, yellow, purple. And I string them along this little wooden fence that I have that divides my yard from my neighbors. And I have my grill out there. I'm gonna have my music out there, and I have a pool for the girls that I am gonna blow up this summer and put water in it. And I'm gonna create my own little backyard bistro entertainment spot. And when I turn my music on, I'm surrounded by the trees and the greenery, and in my music, I can escape for a moment the troubles of my everyday life. You have to be able to be creative in designing that life that you desire until you can do those things. But I do tell people it does take budgeting. It does take putting aside the money that you want. You know, I desire to start traveling this year out of the country. And that's going to come with a price tag. It's not going to be, you know, me just saying, okay, next weekend I'm going to fly to, you know, wherever. I have to set aside money for that because I do have responsibilities. I have a home. I have bills that I pay. You know, I assist my mother in her care. So when you're doing those types of things, you can't just say, oh, you know, let me just pick up and go. It has to be realistic. So I'm being very honest and open with you guys and saying that don't always believe the hype that you see here. It's not that simple to just give up your life and decide that you're gonna just run away and forget, because trust me, if you leave your priorities, your bills behind, they're going to come after you. I mean, they can come after the money you have, because a lot of these people who are moving to other countries are still benefiting off of the money that they make in our country here, in the United States here. And if you're making money here, they can take that money here. So you can't just decide that I'm going to move away without having a plan on how I'm going to take care of myself if I do that. Or these trips that you're planning, you can't take from your responsibilities and your priorities that you have to pay here to fund a trip that is only going to be temporary, and then you got to come back here. So think about that when you're looking at these influencers and things that you see here on this platform, that it took some creativity. You know, it wasn't just them deciding that I'm going to forget the bills I have, because if they decide to garnish your wages, they're going to take that money. Let's just be real about it. So you got to be finding out a way to do that without that being affected. So I say start small and create the life you want in the space that you're in. You know, get away to the mountains. As I've always said, my daughter loves the mountains. She go hiking with her husband, and they have picnics up in the parks overlooking the cities that they're hiking to. And whatever those little small things you enjoy, you can make them be very enjoyable by just being creative in your mind. Live that life you want. It doesn't have to wait until you have dollars packed away in your savings that you can just say, okay, I can just pay caution to the wind and just move away and do that. Having my coffee. I want you all to understand that life doesn't wait. You don't know if you have 5 years. You don't know if you have 10 years. You don't know if you have a year or tomorrow. So you have to start today and decide how you want to do that. And if you only have a few hours within a month, create that space for you that you can escape to and live that life you want. Whatever that is. I always get up and I dress up. I put my clothes on, and you notice that sometimes I'm very colorful, because color makes me happy. It creates joy within me. It makes me smile, because I don't want to always think about the responsibilities that I have, the bills I have to pay, you know, the job I have to go to every week. So I try to do things that gives me that escape, that release, so that I can be in my little happy space in my time. If I have the weekend, which I normally usually have for myself, I'm going to give to me some of that weekend. I do have a responsibility to do things for other people. Sundays I usually go and I go do things for my mom. I visit her, and it's about her at that time. But when I am in my space, I'm giving to me on the day that I design and dedicate for me. It's about to start getting warmer. You guys are going to see me back near the water there. I told you I live by the bay. I'm going to spend a lot of times up there. You're going to see a lot of videos that are created by the bay, because that's going to be my time, my space where I'm living the life I want. I'm going to have a lot of lunch up there, a lot of maybe dinners up there. Going to sit and listen to music up there. Going to create content up there. Creating content is something that I enjoy doing. What is that thing for you that you enjoy doing? Are you doing it? Don't let anybody tell you what it should be or what it could be for you. As I stated in in that video that I did, I am the woman that I want to be. Who is the woman that you want to be? What are the things that you like doing? It doesn't have to be what I like or what she likes, your best friend like, your mom like, your sister like, your children like. What is those things that you like? Don't matter if people look at it crazy. Don't matter if people like it or not. Creating the life you want is about the things that you enjoy. And we often get twisted in thinking that it has to be like the people that we watch, the people that we see on TV, the people that we see on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat. It doesn't. Take a moment and decide what are those things that you enjoy doing, and map out a plan to get there. I want to travel full time at some point, but until I can do it full time, I'm going to do it sporadically when I have an opportunity. So I'm always putting a few dollars to the side so that I can go somewhere. so that I can escape and be in that bubble that I enjoy doing. That's how you do it until you can do it the way that you want to do it permanently. So live that life you want. I just wanted to share that today because I don't want people to feel like that this is something that anybody could do just on a dime without planning. I planned for my birthday and I did it on a budget. It could have been done, you know, high scale. You could have seen me in this high-rise resort and all of these things, but I did it very basic in the way that I wanted to do it, and it made me happy. It's memorable. It's something that I'll never forget. I was able to watch the sunrise on my birthday and sit out there and reflect on life and speak lovingly and aspirations for what I want for me in my life, and just appreciate me and my time, my beauty, what I give to the world, what I want for me in my life. I did all of that sitting by the shore, watching the sunrise. 6:42 a.m. when the sun rose, and it was beautiful. And I hope I captured that for you guys. So thank you all for watching today. Hope this video gives you just a moment to think about how you can get started realistically. I'm not gonna get on here and try to make it look as beautiful. Well, I want it to be beautiful, but I'm not gonna make it look as easy as some of the influencers we see on here do. A lot of them work toward that, and they have resources that allows them to live these big, lavished lives. So how do you get started? What are some of the steps that you need to take to live the life that you want at this point of your life? So hopefully this was helpful. And yeah, I'm glad to be back home and, you know, get back settled down. Like I said, my mind's still there at the beach, you know, but I'm coming around. And I got more trips that I want to show you guys on this channel this year. I have 2 major trips I want to take this year. And hopefully those will come to fruition as I plan toward those things. And hopefully I can bring those to you in a video. So thank you for watching today. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping through. Thank you for the new subscribers. I see you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for finding value or entertainment or inspiration in my video. And for my sisters that return week after week, let me say thank you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you in the next video. Remember, always peace and love, kisses and hugs, and I'll see you real soon.